For all you mad bastards loving the Big Show podcast, get up even closer on Instagram, YouTube and TikTok. Or raw dog it 4 to 7 every weekday on Radio Hauraki.
Yeah, man.
Okay, man.
G'day,
shit.
fellas.
Oh, guys.
What
guys.
a day. What a day, Phil. Look how beautiful it is out there.
Wow, look
Sparkling
at that, man.
sun. Autumnal. Oh, so good.
How good,
Beautiful, man.
Yeah, I must admit, when you walked in today, Keyzie, I went, hang about.
Not happy.
Not happy. I thought you were going to be in a hoorah of a mood, but you're not.
No, I'm just absolutely tired.
Yeah.
Sure.
'Cause I
Keyzie
had-
has this dilemma, Mogi, and I don't know if he's told you about it.
Just
Where
before.
Is this the one where he can't sleep the night before he's
For-
got something? Because it's like his body is just saying,
Yes, yeah.
No, you can't.
If
We're
he
going
has
to
to
keep
get
you
up
up.
early, he goes,
Yeah, especially if
"Oh."
it's something new.
Yes.
Or just something outside the ordinary, yeah.
Yeah,
So,
something new.
Yeah. So, for example, like even if we were playing golf, because Jason wants to move golf to like 4 a.m. or something so it
Love it.
suits his
Thanks, man.
his schedule.
Yeah.
But seriously, I can't. If I know I have golf at 7 a.m., I won't be able to sleep.
Really?
I don't know why, and that's golf. Like, I
That's
play it all the
fucking
time.
annoying.
It's so annoying, and
That
so
sucks.
just to keep it safe, I just go 9 a.m. and for some reason that works. But yeah, I had my first acting. I did my first acting.
You're an
today.
actor. Just so you know, and we might touch on this in the show, I was in bed half an hour after I got home.
Wow.
Well, I was in bed
7:30.
earlier than that.
Wow.
And then I would have been out by about that. And then
Yeah.
my kid came in and woke me up a couple of times, but I was gone burger.
Far out.
But it did mean I was awake at 4 this morning.
Ready to go.
Sure.
Not
Yeah.
ready to go. I reckon I'm at 80%.
That's the problem, isn't it, when you go to bed real early? Because
Yeah.
as we've discussed many times, I feel like I've got a certain amount of sleep every night, and it doesn't matter when I go to bed, that's going to be it.
Yeah, right. You also don't close your curtains.
Well, I like an audience when I'm making love.
No, okay,
Which is
yeah.
never.
Well, exactly, which is never.
He's got
Come
a lot
on,
of
man.
testosterone at the moment, but he
Come
is
on,
using it
man.
to jack it.
Come on, man.
Are you still really randy at the moment?
Really
Remember your Randy
You
chat?
came home from Vietnam, randy. Remember?
Randy.
I don't know what you were doing over there.
Good shit.
Yeah, tell us about your acting, man.
So it was really funny because last night before I hopped in the car, really exciting, first acting gig on a comedy kids TV show that's going to come out in, I don't know, in a few months. And with people I know too, like the
Yes.
people that make it, I've met before and I know them, which is really nice. I said to Jace, my call time's 7 a.m, but my scene partner, Tony Lyle, who's on the Hauraki breakfast show this week, he can't make it until 8:30, but they need me at 7. And I'm like, so what do you think's going to happen? And Jace just laughed. He's like, you'll get there and you'll just fuck around and you'll just have to wait and wait and wait. And then they'll
Yeah.
put makeup on you. Then you have to wait for Tony. And I've honestly, when I got there and I got a text for, I called the AD,
AD,
third
yes,
AD.
Yes.
Hey mate, in the car park here, just, let me know where to go or whatever. He's like, yeah, cool, I'll come down and pick you up in the car in a sec. Because you had to park up and then drive up this big dirt track thing. Text like 2 minutes later, hey man, just moving some shit around, so just sit in your car, stay warm in your car there and I'll come get you in a wee
Stay
bit.
warm, brother.
Yeah. Somewhere between 35 and 45 minutes later,
Yeah.
I was still sitting in my car thinking, probably could have just been in bed for an extra half an hour.
Totally, you could have.
Yeah.
But it was chill, new experience. Finally got up there, and as soon as I had to wait for that long and then get up there and then sit around and wait for a while, I was like, this is why Hoyte J F's and Jeffs, because he spent his whole life just waiting for stuff. You just wait for everyone to F around.
Yes.
Well, you wait for everyone to do their job,
100%.
not F around.
And the thing that I realised,
But sometimes you see them effing around.
yeah. The thing I realised though was they want you there so that they know you're there, so that they can get on with the other stuff, and then whenever they need you, you can be ready to go.
Totally.
Yes.
And also, and this fluctuates, like my opinion on this swings depending on whether I'm hired as an actor or if I'm producing something.
Sure.
Because if you're a producer and you're like, well, I'm paying him for the whole day, so you can just
Right.
fucking get here and sit here for 6 hours if
Is
that's
that
what
how
it
it
takes.
works? Is it half day,
you've been,
full day?
You've been paid for the day.
Oh.
Yeah. So if that's the case, then while as an actor you might think to yourself, I'd rather not be here, but from a producing point of view, it's like, well, if we end up having to move these scenes around, we need the talent to be there
Yeah.
so that they're ready to go. But certainly on occasions, you're like, this is unnecessary.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, I didn't think
And
that
you
today.
always want to try and look after the actors as best as you can, but you do need. It's just the nature of the beast. But it's funny that the actors are like, oh, I could have stayed at home. It's like, yeah, but you are being paid for the day. So
100%.
any other job that you do in your life, any other kind of work where you're getting paid by the day, then you're there all fucking day. And that's
Definitely a producer speaking there. It made me recall, actually, because when I did heaps of Hercules and Xena and Young Hercules, the call times on those mothers were fucking appallingly bad. Like, it wasn't unusual for a 5:30 call. And I'm talking a 5:30 call in the fucking boondocks.
Right, but
you know
that's
what I mean?
like a...
And this is before...
This is good pay, though, right?
Google,
That's like good
Google
money.
Map. Yeah, it was good pay in the context.
Your biggest problem with that is you can't find the location.
Yeah. Generally speaking, it was, and I was sort of similar to you, Keyzie. I'd be full of anxiety and stuff, going, where the fuck is this place?
I was
and
not
have
full of anxiety.
My maps out and shit, but. Fuck yeah, I remember so many times the call time would be outrageously early.
So,
but that's okay, that's the beast.
But this is
it's
fine.
not because you're moaning about it.
Oh, but at the time, it was like...
That's totally fine.
Yeah, well, I was getting paid, you know what I mean? So, but looking back, it was
But you still, it doesn't matter what you drive. Like, you get a job and you're like, oh my God, how lucky am I to get this job? And the time it takes for you to go from that to fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, what the fuck?
Weirdly, actually, I don't worry about call time so much because I'm an early riser anyway. But
Yes. Getting lost.
I still get a little bit impatient with very elongated long waits before I'm used, but that's, as you say, the nature of the beast.
Yeah.
Can I fill you in with more stuff that happened?
Go on.
Sure.
So first of all, I understood why you're so impatient. Can't even have a staff meeting without you being like, okay.
Wrap it up.
The Hauraki Big Show, weekdays from 4 on Radio Hauraki. The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
The next thing we did is we got into a circle and did a toolbox.
Yeah, toolbox chat.
Never heard of that. So the toolbox,
Neither have I.
they were like, we're going to do a toolbox.
You've done it.
Have I?
Yeah.
They all get in a
You
circle.
don't pay any attention, I promise you that.
Yeah. And I said to there's like a random lady standing next to me. I was just like, what's a toolbox? So
Toolbox chat.
We have a meeting.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, am I part of it? She's like, yeah, we're all part of it. I was like, okay. So and the lady's like, really lovely lady running the whole show. She's like, now I want everybody to get in a circle because a circle is it's a powerful shape. It grounds us to the blah, blah, blah.
Fuck, I would have been effing and jeffing by that stage.
I had a huge grin on my face. I was like, is this what you guys have dealt with? Like, really, not like artsy fartsy, but really like in touch with nature and like did it. A guy did a beautiful karakia, which was
It's always
nice.
a circle. You never stand in a square.
Yeah, I was like, her justification for us standing in a circle. It was like, man, this is so interesting. Then a guy said a karakia, and then she said it's really nice and grounded with our surroundings now. It's a beautiful, and I was just like sitting there. And then it was like, oh, and a big round of applause for Chris, our actor. And they all started like clapping, and I was just like, I have done
like that.
fuck all.
Yeah.
It's really, I found it not patronising, but they're trying to keep you in good spirits, right? They have to keep you happy.
Well,
or whatever.
does that keep you in good spirits? Because that doesn't work for everyone. That puts me in bad spirits.
Yeah,
I don't
puts
like
me
being
in a
I don't like
whoever
being
mood.
singled out, and I really don't like actually actors being made out like they're above everybody else on the crew.
Yeah, right.
But won't you think in the lighting assist guy who turned up? You know, it's ridiculous
100%.
to that level that you put people above others.
I like that aspect of it, so that everyone. But I've actually never heard the expression a toolbox.
Toolbox chat. So it's run by the health and safety
I've
officer.
done heaps of those.
Well, that's what that's called. So it's a
Right.
toolbox chat, and they'll talk about today we're on this location. Just be careful of
Oh,
this area over
cables.
here. If there's an
Yeah.
earthquake, we get here and blah blah blah. So
Portaloos there.
that's a toolbox chat.
Yeah. So that was cool. And it was first ever. And then I was into like makeup and hair, got that done. And I was done an hour and a half before I was shooting.
Yeah, that's fair,
And I
right?
was just sat in the seat, getting eaten alive by mozzies.
Oh, cool.
And also, finally, Tom
I
arrived.
haven't seen any mozzies this summer actually on that.
Yeah, same. Actually,
Yes.
not a lot. Not a
Heaps
lot.
at my house, actually, for some reason. Tony arrived. He got done real quick. We went and sat in our little spot there where we were
Doesn't
doing
have to have his hair done.
our thing together. Yeah, he has to have it powdered, though. And instantly, even though I'd practiced my lines,
Gone.
they couldn't stay in my head. Admittedly, I did better than Tony because
Great.
I had clearly practiced it more than Tony
Right.
with my wife last night. But for some reason, it's like lights, camera, action. I'm so used to cameras and like live presenting and stuff. But as soon as it comes to reciting
Yeah.
lines like you are the one saying them, fucking full credit. Like, it's actually really hard.
No, it's not. You just got to practice it.
Yeah,
And it's finding the way that you can do it as
Yeah,
well.
right.
So the way that I do it is like some people will just read it over and over again. Jason Alexander, he could read something
George
twice.
Costanza,
George
right.
Costanza, he could read it twice and it would be in his head. And that was it. Because
Amazing.
he's so used to doing theatre, you get so good at doing lines. And like people that do Shortland Street get really great at doing lines because they have to do 30 or 40 pages a day.
Right.
Insanity. But I use an app called Line Learner and you just record it you record your line, you push a button, your line, the other person's line, your line, the other person's line, and then you can have it so that it drops your lines out, so you hear what the other person says.
Oh,
then
good.
you know it's time for you to do yours. Then you can have it play back the line so you can check it. But that's how I do it, and it's just so much, because you can just wander around with your headphones on. You don't have to get your missus involved.
Yeah.
I used to be, when I first started, and without being a dick about it, I used to be able to look at a script and fucking get it down pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like a couple of read-throughs, and I was like, yeah, that's pretty much in my head. Now it's a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
And that's just old age. But one of the biggest pieces of advice I would give to new actors when they're starting out in their acting career is make sure when you're rehearsing your lines or learning your lines, and it seems like a stupidly small thing, say them out loud.
Right.
Because often what will happen is you'll be learning them in your head and in your head and in your head. You'll get on set and you'll do the line out loud for the first time and go, fuck, that sounds weird.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it'll throw you. But the whole thing about acting is trying to act naturally in a very unnatural situation.
Yeah.
That is acting.
And it is like, it's probably easy for you guys because you've done it. I did minimal stage plays. I like drama. I mostly just did improv stuff because I just sucked at learning lines and stuff. So it was the first time I've ever had to commit to memory, deliver it like it was me commentating something or saying something. But the other tip I'd give someone, which I found, is when you're learning your lines, remember what line you're waiting for of the other person.
Yes.
When it's your turn to talk, because I learned on my lines, I was like, "Fuck, what does he say here?" Before I start talking, you know.
Yeah.
So very interesting experience, though. Very laid back. They were super supportive.
Yeah.
They were like, "Yeah, man, just like loosey goosey. If you stuff it up, all good. We'll just start again." And it was all split into small chunks, like
58 takes later.
Yeah, exactly.
3, maximum 3.
Oh, that's good.
That's
great.
nothing.
But it was like sentence for me, sentence for Tony, sentence for me.
Yeah, and that's
Cut.
the other thing as well. The other thing that you'll find is how easily lines are to learn is often as a result of how good the writing is.
Yes.
So if the writing is bad, it's almost impossible to keep in your head, because you'll find that as people talk to each other, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, people don't talk like that.
Yeah.
And because you know how people talk, and this isn't how and this happens all the fucking time, man. There's some shocking writing out there. You cannot keep it in your head.
Yeah,
and
right.
then when you've got good writing, it's no effort at all. Absolutely none.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. It's really
man.
weird.
Well, there
It's
you go.
good fun, man. I hope you had fun.
I did have fun, actually. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I'm not rushing out to do any more of it, just because it's like
I'm looking forward
outside
to my
comfort
commission.
zone. Yeah, man. It's going to be good, Jace. It's going to be really good, man. Hey, listen to the Hauraki Big Show 4 till 7 every weekday.
I think you rubbed your commission on your balls yesterday, Jace.
Oh, you're my chocolate, you piece of shit. I forgot about that. 4
Douche,
till 7
douche.
weekdays on Radio Hauraki.